Welcome back to What If Civilization Started Over? Episode 10 through 15 because the individual episodes got corrupted. So, first I'm going to start off by saying what happened in America. First of all, let's start off with episode 10. So, there was a plague that engulfed like all this area. Actually, no, I did that in episode 9, I'm pretty sure. Or 8, I forgot. Yeah, I did that in 8. Well, um, I forgot, but Mexico. No, hold up. I'm forgetting stuff. But let's just go up here. There's a new Alaskan civilization that also has colonized like all over here over the course of a couple episodes. Also, the the pink team right here kind of collapsed, and orange kind of reformed its former glory after Mexico decided during the Great American War decided to declare war on all the major powers. So, California blue, purple, the colonies, and they ended up losing. So orange got all the Caribbeans, the colonies down here, and a puppet state. Purple also got a bit of land in a puppet state. California got a bit of land in a puppet state, and then blue just got some land. And nothing really changed up here. Really, something really needs to change up there. Like it's been quiet up here. But that's basically kind of all that happened in America. Next in Europe, a lot has changed. Orange has made a colony in Africa. Green Green started like kind of like a Napoleonic arc and started expanding outward, but they couldn't even get past the Iberian out of the Iberian Peninsula. And with the help of the brown team and the orange team and this team right here, and then later on this red team, like the Portugal red team and Catalonia pink team, they defeated green, and this is the final one. And also, um, the olive team was secretly hiding on Malta this entire time, and they also got some land from the peace treaty, so they're kind of back. The Byzantines are now the strongest power in the world. I'm not. Yeah, I included that. I'm pretty sure that was in an episode, the flooding project. I'm pretty sure that was a while. Oh yeah, this new nation with two capitals. Um, this purple team right here is gone. The red Nordic country, I think, expanded a bit. Yeah, I think they did. And also then expand. Actually, I'm not sure if they did, but yeah, that's basically all that happened. I already mentioned that. But let me just let you have a good look at the map. This is America. And this is Europe. Oh, someone just commented on episode 3 randomly. Know what? Shout out to Liamalism BQ8FT. Yo, okay. Okay, well, that's nice. Does he even have a channel? He has no subscribers. I don't I don't have time to see his vids right now because I'm recording a video. Okay. Well, now we are going. Well, first, let's look at the power rankings. So we have Orange is number one. We have, well, Byzantine as number one. The Orange team as two. Purple as three. New England as four. Um, who's five? Where's five? Oh yeah, the yellow team, the Quebec team, and then California's six. Number seven is a red team. Number eight is the Alaska team. Number nine is the Celtic Union. Number 10 is the blue team. Number 11 is the Nordic team. Number 12 is Central Europe. Number 13 is Mexico. Number 14 is the Swiss. Number 15 is the Caspian Sea people. Number 16 is the Lavender team. Number 17 is the northern Iberian team. Number 18 is the Olive team. Number 19 is the Portugal team. Number 20 is the Catalonian team, and 21 is the Southern Iberian team. And so now let's go to where we left off last. The rebellion in the Lavender team. Oh, that's something I forgot to mention. But it doesn't matter because I'm doing it now. There was a rebellion, and by the way, there's going to be seasons. So each season is 15 episodes. So this is the last episode of season 1. But and some new features are going to be added in season 2. I might do a live. So the rebellion is um able to hold out, and Lavender does have allies. She tries asking her allies. Well, no. Wait. Why am I? Well, whatever. Lavender tries asking for its allies to help. Like the green team's its ally, but green team's busy dealing with some political stuff. They try and ask the Swiss team, and they say no. and but then the only person they try asking all around for help, and the only person to offer help to is the green team. Yes, this green team offers to help Lavender because they don't want Lavender to end up like they did. And Lavender decides to accept this. So they're able to start pushing back a bit. But it doesn't really help that much because they're literally the weakest military. But it still helps a bit. They have some equipment that Lavender doesn't have. But after quite a while of fighting, they realize that they're traveling somewhere. And they're traveling south, straight towards the capital. So Purple Team decides to stop chasing them from up there and decide to actually fight them in the front because they don't want the capital getting captured. Okay, so but they're able to break through quickly And then they just all kind of abandoned that territory up there. Now the battle for the capital is and they're able to encircle the capital. And the only way to get supplies to the capital is through boat. But they have boats all along the shore. And now, Yellow Team declares a siege of the capital. So the capital's officially under siege. And while that's happening, they actually start to expand. And their goal is to make sure that there's no coastline, which they're doing pretty good at. And they cut off the coastline. So now it's a matter of time before they collapse. But the Lavender team tries, like these two are very good allies. So Brown lets them use their boats to get supplies to the capital. Hold up. So yeah. So they try to get behind, but the defense is just too much. So they decide to focus some more on the main front. And by the way, the the leader is in the capital currently. So and he can't get out or else he's scared too scared to get out of his building cuz he doesn't want to get shot. But finally, after after a while of trying, they surround the capital. So no more supplies for them. Yes. And the president's still stuck there. The the leader, I'm not going to say president cuz and since the president no, why do I keep saying president? The leader can't give any like military commands. The line starts collapsing. Which if this revolution wins, honestly that might be pretty bad for the Brown team because these two were very good trading partners. So Brown decides to get involved. They send troops through. Um, they send troops into the purple team and start help fighting back the rebellion. And they're able to they're able to reach the capital. And now the rebellion is and also the green team down here, this one, sends some boats and makes a naval invasion. And they connect up and the rebellion basically starts getting destroyed. But they never would have expected them to run into pink territory. And then, after a couple months after the rebellion, like nothing in the world happens, but they figure out that the rebellions were plans of the pink team, and Lavender's furious by this. So they decide to form an alliance. Lavender and Lavender, Green, and yeah, Lavender and Green decide, and with the support of the Swiss team, they decide to do an invasion of the pink team, which goes completely well. Just steamrolled up there in the north and steamrolled down in the south. Islands are taken, get to the capital, and is captured. So now, time for the peace treaty. One. So some power ranking changes. So that's like that was in. I'm gonna say that was. Hmm. So I'm gonna do extensions of each episode. So right now this is episode 10 that I'm doing extensions of right now. But we have um. Oh yeah. So they expand a bit. And they also expand. So both Caspian states expand. Oh, this song. Okay, so you know what I'm confused about? Why is the Nile? No, I'm gonna make the Nile River on the map. That's the delta outlined. And yet, oh, you can see it on the map. Nice. Okay, well, now let's go. So that was extensions of episode 10. This is the last extension, and then we're on to. So the last extension is they expand all the way down there, and also the rest of well, that part of the Japanese island. Okay, and with the and now I have like an outline because I was kind of when I was expanding the orange, I was kind of following the delta. So now I have like an actual outline. So the orange team is going to continue following it. And also, nope. Oh, until they get to the Rocky Rapids, which is somewhere. No, Egypt's borders like there. The Rocky Rapids are like whatever. they stop expanding their time for episode 11 extension. So episode 11 extensions. First, we're gonna have over here. So the yellow team gets a new government, and oh, well, the yellow team gets a new government, and it's based on mass expansion, and that also means wars. And something they've wanted access to for a long time was some of the Great Lakes. And I think you know where this is going. Yep, war. So they okay, so they instantly start spearheading it for the Great Lakes. And they completely engulf that Great Lake. I'm not sure if that's a Great Lake. And they connect up with the purple team then. And the purple team says, hold up, wait a minute. That's not red team. So I send a letter to the red team capital and say, yo, what's going on? And they say, we're getting invaded by yellow. And purple troop instantly deploys all their deploys military troops and starts crushing yellow. And red is able to get a grip and also start actually doing stuff. So they push back to the border. Um, Yellow team says, screw this, and they surrender. So let's look at the peace treaty. And yeah, I know what they also decide to give the green team this island. That, yeah, literally just that. Just an island. They didn't participate in the war, that's why. But still. But now Alaska focuses a bit on their mainland. So they expand. Well, get all those. And also, they're going to explore a bit. Which Yeah, I literally meant it a bit. Now time for some Europe. Some European time. What could I do? Oh yeah, a new country. Perfect. Nah, it's too close to olive. I mean, like a bright green. Yeah, that could work. So a new country forms, and it forms like right along this border. And yeah, we have disputed territories already. Basically, like 2 days after this country begins existing, there is a border dispute. Actually, no, I don't like the two dotted lines. I like the one dotted. So yeah, we have a border dispute over this area. Especially this area right here. Because it's just straight up, like, jabbing into the... I just need to remove some excess borders. Yeah, especially this area, because... Yeah, this is... this is especially a disputed area, because it just straight up splits them in two. And, let's see, their capital. Yes, their capital. Is going to be... right up there. Let's see, is there any nations without a capital? Oh yeah, technically green team. And they're gonna make their capital. It's just for the purpose of the capital. I can't fit the capital on Malta, so I made it that. Well, now, you know what? I want more new nations. So this area right here is pretty empty. Brown. I want brown. Well, actually, there. So right in here. Right in the center of all these countries. And their capital is going to be in the dead center. So we have two new nations that I'll have to do power rankings for. Okay, well, we have some more exploration, and it is done over here. The orange team send some scouts to explore a bit, and they realize this is a gulf. And also they connect up to this explored spot, and then they explore the rest of this. Okay, well, and that's it for the episode 11 extensions. This is going to be part 1. This is going to be part 1 of the episode. So you will be seeing this in maybe 3 parts. Well, technically 2 parts because I did 10 and 11. Then I'll do 12 and 13. Welcome back to What If Civilization Started Over, episode 12 and 13. So I have been having problems with my mic that I finally fixed, so I can post videos more frequently. Yeah, hold up. So today we are going to start off. Let's see. You know what? Let's start off over here. I did some updates to the map, so like, uh, I completed the Nile River. But let's start off at the Nile River. So a couple people moved down here. That's not in Orange territory. And they started having a disputed territory. Like I did this during like in between episodes to start off this episode, but they claim the entire Nile River to be theirs. But Orange claims that all the Nile River is theirs. So they're gonna start having some tension, and eventually it's gonna turn into, hold up, wait, forgot to turn analyze rendering off. It's gonna turn into an invasion. So the pink team's gonna swiftly, um, like they have like barely any military down here, so, but like as they start to get towards the more populated area, right here is where they start having trouble because the military is has arrived and is starting to scrunch down on the sides. And the world knows about this, and the brown team is not very happy about, like they rightfully invaded this and then the orange team just took it from them. So what the brown team is going to do is they are going to, hold up, they're going to, hold up, this is, uh there. Well, let me, that was like just a quick time lapse of them invading. And during that, they had to send some military up there, so this is what happened during uh that invasion. Hold up, wait. And also they have gotten up there and they're starting to get towards the more populated areas. And these guys are not very happy about the orange team like interfering with this war over here. In this country over here has had plans to control the entire Caspian Sea, which was ruined by the orange team. So they're gonna send a traveler all the way over to the pink team and say, hey, we're gonna invade them from the east, and hopefully we can be allies in the future. So yeah, that's basically what they say. So while that war's going on down there, um, this team up here starts their invasion. And it's actually going pretty good. They send boats across. They start getting, and they completely take control of the Caspian Sea, which then they have to send some military from over here to up there, which causes the pink team to just take the Nile, and also the orange team decides to surrender. So that happened, and now this country is a bit weaker. Oh, and also for some, they also sent a letter to ask if they can get some land after the treaty, and the they said yes, so they get a crap ton of that land. Oh my. Well, yeah. Okay. That's that is that. And now, next we are going to do a war over disputed territories. So, I mean, that was a disputed territory over there. I don't think there's any other disputed territories except this one. This is the only disputed territory. Oh. And the red team has finally had enough and is going to rightfully take it. So they quickly just close in on that. They quickly meet the border of the disputed territory. But why not go more? So that's what they do. They go more. And the military finally um and it and this country has been starting to improve its relationships with this one and this one. So he asks, so the leader asks if, yo, give me some help. So that's basically what these guys do. So they cut off the supply line and they go to there. Okay, and let's see. Yeah, then the green team can fight back a bit. And they split them in half. And they're quick to. But then Estonia. Oh, Estonia. The Estonian colony does not budge. Like, they try everything and it does not budge. Oh my. So meanwhile over here, they just take some. Nothing biggie, just why does that actually look like the Netherlands border? Like boot and well actually hold up. That doesn't look that nice. They're just gonna take this. And then well, the green team is then gonna take. This is not the peace treaty. Like, this is just them taking land. And then now it's time for the big boy blue team to invade, and they invade up to here, which then um which sorry about that. Which then they meet resistance, and the red team surrenders. So the borders are kept like this. Like, this is literally the official borders. But after that war, people from, let's see, all four of these nations right here are going to make a new country. Hold up. Let me go down to my color Padlet. I just have a giant color Padlet down here. Let's see, which one? That one looks pretty nice. Now I just gotta fill it in with the ocean also. Let me just... So, yep, just make that one disappear. And they're gonna start it, let's see. They're gonna start it right along this coast. And they're also gonna take, like, a bunch of the good land before the red team. And also, like, this is actually quite a lot of people. They start off a bit too big, but don't worry, they won't expand for a very long time. But this is what they look like once they're created. So yeah, that just a random Nordic nation appears out of nowhere. And let's see, capital. Capital's gonna be, if it's along the coast, then that might. If they put their capital over here, it won't be that trade efficient and all that. If they put it over here, it'll be easier to invade. So they put it right over here, where it's pretty far from other nations, but has enough lakes to sustain it and make it good trade resourceful. Just straight up right there. Now let's see. Let's see on my list. I have some ideas for on my list. I don't. It's definitely not going to be the entirety of episode 12. Oh. I made it interesting. So let's talk about this. French New England. So New England hasn't really done anything for, I mean, they took a bit of that land up there, but that's it. That's it. Like that. And let's see, look at the power scale. They're number 4, but I haven't been really doing. Let me change the power rankings a bit. So, let me just and that and that. Okay. Well, now so 4. Oh, it's a bit thick. So 4, 5, and 6. So, oh yeah, I had to. So, so then, number 6. And wow, I just realized how, like, there's not that much countries. Well, okay, there we go. And now, so they have been slowly losing power, and the colonies are getting pretty mad because there's not that, like, they're trying to stabilize and military stuff. So what the colonies are gonna do is, you guessed it, revolution. Let's see, let's take this and mm, no, that's way too similar. They can't be. That, hold up, wait, let me just hold up. First let me erase. I'll just erase this one to the bottom of the ocean first. Then let me take that one. Okay, and it's time for the something called the revolution. And that's exactly what's gonna happen. Multiple groups of people in um the English New England, yeah, they're gonna revolt, and also they're gonna start invading the homeland. And the military quickly gets into that, but more revolutions. So yeah, the green team says this is a lost cause, and they basically just instantly surrender. So now let's draw the borders. First of all, and that was on my list for episode. Well, that was on my list. Now it's time to do some stuff not on my list. Like exploration. Of course. So let's see. Orange, with their newfound power, is gonna send some more expeditions into the Sahara Desert. Like, they don't get that much progress done though. Also, the new pink team, which I'll draw the Nile River after, like the extension, because I don't want to take up much of the episode's time. So they kind of just chip off at like the north of the Sahara Desert. And there's also a small expedition group down here. They don't get that far because they run out of materials and then they go back. And they explore a bit more, but then they go back. Well, and let's see. Okay. And also a bit more exploration, actually. Not ex like I forgot what I said. They do a bit of explorate. Oh yeah, I said exclamation, not exploration. Well, they do a bit of exploration. And let's see. Also, the orange team explores a bit down there, which will. And then we have them exploring like a bit of the Chinese coast, and also sending some explorers to explore more of the cold Russian terrain. And And also they explore the cold islands up here. And which they find this. Then after like they brought a bunch of supplies. And they end up exploring all of that. So yeah. Okay. There we go. And this one is going to, let's see, this one's going to explore more. And yes, they will connect eventually. And there won't be, it's not like one of them's a puppet state and one of them's a real thing. They have two capitals. And speaking of, this one also expands a bit. So yeah, they're gonna take a break from expanding for a bit. But guess who's not gonna take a break from expanding? Yep, it's the Alaskans. So I'm just gonna draw the. Oh, that's garbage. Hold up. They're gonna basically expand all their borders. And they're gonna take that. And also, hold up, wait. Let me make that look a bit more. Bum 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 bum. Ba-da-dum. Bum bum. I don't know why I'm doing the Among Us. Well, anyway, Europe looks like a hot mess now. I mean, Europe just has a lot of colors now. Let's see. Let's look over in the Americas. There's not that many countries, so let's see. Just which one am I gonna take? I'm gonna take that one because why not? And a new country is gonna emerge. Right. Although wait, no, you got the new United States of America. Over, my guy overlapped into. Hold up, my guy be, my guy really did the 49th parallel, and its capital is gonna be. Jeez. Well, this country is not gonna really like all these other countries, which is why it's gonna get in a little war and just like absolutely hold up. Let me hit him with the. Okay, they brought liberty. So after they brought some freedom and liberty, don't ask how they did it. You'll have to figure that out later in the series. In season two, okay, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but that's really it for episode 12. Well, now it's time for episode 13. Hey guys, welcome back to okay, I'm just kidding. Well, let's look at my list. Oh, wow. Let's see on my list. a new country, more new countries, country, more new countries. Okay, that's what's on the agenda today. So after this war, some people down here in the south. Okay, why am I? Some people down here in the south, nah, they don't really like the orange team, which is why they are going to hold up. Let's see, they're gonna. Oh, also, this capital is gonna be right there. Oh yeah, I also have to give a bunch of other capitals. First of all, so capital, uh, capital, capital, and now I need a different color capital for that team. Blue and capital. So that symbolizes that they're different countries. Yeah. So uh, and let's see next. Oh, oh yeah, I already added a new Nordic country. But hey, what's what's wrong in adding another one? Hip basically a civil war. Hold on, let me smooth out these borders. And there's a civil war in Estonia now. Well, basically it's just red versus the rebels. So the rebels land on the coast and quickly take control of most of the ports. Well, there's still ports down there and also up there. And they start quickly advancing into. I'm just gonna absolutely. Okay, well, yeah, they're gonna start moving into this territory, and there's really nothing they can do once green starts flooding in, and they surrender. So, dun, dun, so they're gonna split that. Okay. Oh, hold up. Let me just bonk, bonk. And after that, the Battle of Estonia, and now for Denmark, it depends. Like, well, they sign a treaty. They sign a treaty. So, pink gets like that. So, actually, hold up. Let me make this. So, basically, another parallel right there. So they basically make a parallel right there. Well, let me just go across the. Yeah, that's nowhere close to the 49. So it's like in the 50s and 60 parallels. But yeah, they basically just make a treaty. And then now let's give them their capital, which is conveniently going to be placed right there. Wow. We're starting to have like modern day Nordics. I'm just kidding. Well, now there's two new countries in the Nordics, which is these two. So let's see, just some people from like all over here. So just a bunch of people from the Mediterranean Sea. Just like this is gonna be the largest movement in the series for now. Dun dun. So every single person bordering the Mediterranean. So people from the orange country, Arab country, pink country, olive country, orange country, South Iberian country, pink country, lavender country, Swiss country, and Holy Roman Empire country. They're all gonna so they're all gonna travel. So let's see, hold. So they're all gonna everyone that wants to be part of they're gonna meet up at this capital, and every single country bordering the Mediterranean is very, and also this country's has military on standby just, and then they start marching. They cross the border, then they visit that capital, which they also have military on standby. Then they go down, visit that capital for supplies. They also have military on standby. They go to that capital, and then the pink country watches as they walk into unknown territory. Like they just straight up see you later, nerds. They hit them with the see you later, nerds. So actually, this group is like at least 1 million people. So these just start traveling southwards. They start going that way till they end up in the Horn of Africa, which is already discovered. And that is where they let's see. Let's see what I really want to get rid of some greens. Like this is a green that hasn't been used. Like it's not similar to. So yeah, they're gonna start off in the Horn of Africa. And oh, actually, hold on. Let me just. So they went like that, and then that. And, yep, okay. Now, let me just redraw that. And, so they send a boat and realize that they're in the Horn of Africa. And also, pink explorations follow their path and realize, yo, we're surrounding this area. Why not complete exploring it? And that's what they do. Pink sends a bunch of Pink and blue send a bunch of people to explore. And yep, which is a big chunk of space. And also pink explores a bit more. Well, just a bunch of countries explore a bit more. But yeah, now that now that there's like, well, first, now that there's actually connection to civilization, first of all, they're gonna expand more. And they're gonna span all the way to up here. And also make a little colony over here. So boom and okay. Now that is done. Now over here. Actually, let's do some exploration before. No, I'm gonna leave that for the last of the episode. So they decide, and yes, they have a council. All the councils meet and shake hands right there, officially, um, officially confirming the connection of the two countries into one land. Let me just make that. Okay, hold up. That was a garbage line. Okay, that's a better line. Oh yeah, now they're connected. And no more expanding for a very long while. I'm probably gonna forget about that. But also we have a new alliance. We have our first ever alliance. Alliance. Yeah. We have the World Exploration Organization. So the WEO. The WEO. Let's see. So, can't you do shapes? Yep. Okay, well, let's see. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm probably gonna do a square. Hold up, wait. How did bro do that? Hold up, what? Hold up, how did he, oh. Okay, and then how do I duplicate? Well, so they're in this, they're in this alliance. I don't know how to make the squares the same. So these three form an alliance. The orange team is still mad, but these guys join, and also these guys. So we have the yeah, the WEZ. And if anyone knows how to like copy and paste the square to put it somewhere else, clone stamp. Hold on, wait. Well, yeah. I'll just have to. It's fine. Well, we have our first alliance. And also, then we have literally another alliance right after that. No, I can just make a big circle with. So we have an alliance against this country. So basically that. Also this one. So basically all the countries bordering it. And also the global superpower because, yeah. Like, they are not going to expand outside. They're not expanding outside the 49th parallel. Like, they just want the 49th parallel. America. So yeah, even though they have a giant alliance against them, they also have something up their sleeve. They have the Diamond Alliance. So yeah. Hold on, let me just copy. And then hold on, let me just. How do I unselect? Well, whatever. Um, I'll just. So, yeah, there. And that's basically it for now. Or is it? Dun, dun. Yeah, that's it for now. So, yeah, the alliances are pretty out of control. But there's also another alliance forming in Europe. Like, just a bunch of alliances are being made now. The rhombus. Just a bunch of countries. Basically, kind of like the European Union. and they still don't want to join an alliance. They also don't feel like it, but this country also joins that alliance. This country joins also. And this country also joins. And that's it for the alliances map. Now, time to go all the way to over here. As you can see, they didn't conquer the entire thing, and you're probably questioning why. First of all, let me sink this to the bottom of the sea. I'm just kidding. And second of all, yes, you are wondering that, which I will give you the answer. A new country was created. Let's go. Dang, so many, I have so much stuff to change. And their capital is going to be, this is going to be the second two capital nation. Actually, for the memes, like one right there, Seoul and Tokyo. So yeah, the second two capital nation. And they really have nowhere to expand, these guys. Except they send an ultimatum to the blue team, saying just give us more land or we will invade. And oh no, look what happens. Let me just, that's what happens if you don't respect the liberty. Okay, well, and that is going to end it for today's episode of What If Civilization Started Over. So I'll see you guys in part 3 of this episode, which is also the last 2 episodes of the season. So this whole episode is gonna be the last episode of this season, but like the individual episodes, 14 and 15 are the last 2. Well, see. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of What If Civilization Started Over, part 3, which is episode 14 and 15. And a lot has changed on the world map. First of all, a bunch of the Nile River is discovered. We got, let's see, how many new nations? We 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We have 11 new nations. Like, that is just crazy. 11 new nations in just the last 2 episodes. And also the introduction of alliances. So we have like we got like the anti-America alliance here. Did I accidentally put that as... Yes, I did. Actually, I can just do that. Yep. And also, let me turn that off. Now shapes. That. Okay. There we go. So, first of all, and also here's the new power rankings. Quite the Why is that 8 so garbage? So we have still orange as our number 1 superpower, but a new nation as number 2. And this nation as number 7 because first of all, they lost that territory, some territory down here, a bunch of territory over here, and some over here, and also some in Italy. So they had a huge like kind kind of like the Red Nation, but not that much. Sorry if my voice sounds weird. I might have, I don't know. My throat is a bit blocked though. Uh, we have this nation over here, which honestly, why is this kind of one of my favorites? Like, for some reason, I just like this nation. I don't know why. But anyway, let's get right into the episode. First of all, we're gonna start over here with the brown team. Well, the America. I'm just gonna call them America, taking their move, quickly sending troops in, and the alliance is quick to you know quick to respond by instantly sending troops like through there and start slowly pushing stuff back. And also, the orange team sends some like the heck was that? I just really like how bum bum. And also, they start invading through like the other territories. Hold up, wait, I forgot. Yeah, they're part of the alliance. Also, so they also start invading. So they're quick to surround the capital, but my guy pulls a reverse Uno reverse card and straight up just like my guy pulls an Uno reverse card and yeah, they're basically screwed. They're able to focus all their defense, all their military on the other parts. And okay, well, okay, okay, I'm done drawing the borders. And so, um, America got like this chunk of land. They got some of the puppets land. They also got some purple land right here. And they also gave some of this puppet's land to Mexico. And they also got this. They got a strategic port. Orange is still the strongest though. And speaking of orange, let's go down here where they connect those colonies and also excuse me. Well, they let me get well they explore some of this coast. And also They also explore some of this coast, and then they're able to actually like explore a bit into the Amazon rainforest. And they use like their most skilled explorers, and they're actually able to like actually make a dent. And also they claim some land on the shores. And they go to down here and stop. And also in Africa, they expand a bit. And they are the first ones to use camels in the desert. And this is where there starts being treaties. Like, so the orange and the olive team start making like, although there's a they discover that. So I actually got that. Oh, oh shoot. How did that happen? Well, whatever. And then the green team, wrong thing. The green team gets like some more land. And also, ugh, and also they explore a bit more. So the world is starting to get more, uh, like not really civilized, more advanced, I'd say. And also, pink is in the treaty. They take. And oh, I'm not gonna reveal that yet. That's gonna be important part of the story. Well, also, these guys lose some land due to reasons that the due to the same reasons that the pink team is not expanding into that like not expanding into that like circle. And also down here, the green team is gonna expand up this coast. And also, the green team tries to expand but can't because of the same reasons as, well, it can't expand into all this land around because the same reasons of that team and that team. And also this purple team expands. And also, the blue team loses some land. And guess what the reason's for? The same reason of this, yeah. And I'll reveal the reason why later on in the episode. And this is episode 14 right now. And let's see. These two get in a little. These two get in a little war. Hold up. Color picker. So yellow attacks first, but pink is able to push. Is able to push back and have to be careful around the board. I'm just gonna. So yeah, they go along this border and capture it. And they surrender. And they just leave the borders like this. And also, the pink team buys this chunk of land from the brown team. And they bought that because I didn't like the way it was. They also buy a bit from the lavender team. So there we are, the new borders. Okay, well, yeah. And also, a war breaks out between actual, like, two powers. Not really powers, but decently powerful nations. And the red team gets the upper hand. I don't like that. They also buy land. So, yeah, the red team wins. I'm back from changing the power rankings, and yeah. Okay, well, anyway, I'm back from the power rankings. That took actually quite a bit. Now, let's go on to. Now, what should we go on to? Let's go on to the yellow team. They have been very quiet. Let's see. They are part of no alliance. And let's see. They're the 9th. Well, they are not. They are going to. They are going to send just an expedition. They're just gonna go towards Europe, but they accidentally crash into the shores of yeah, Greenland. They crash into the shores of Greenland. They explored a bit, and then they make a colony. So yeah, they make a colony there, and also they make a colony up here. Yay! This has been uninhabited for quite a while, so I mean it was about time. Yeah, they just kind of act like the British and pick up a random islands that they're finding, and they stop expanding up there. Okay. This part seems fairly very empty. I feel like there should be like some sort of gold nation here. I wonder where this is going. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, they basically a revolution takes place, and let's see. Let's see the. We're gonna take a look at this front. So the green team is launching an assault. Like basically they're focusing down here in the south and sticking along the coast. Um, why am I saying so much? And they start going for an encirclement, which is a. Bleh, why am I stuttering so much? Well, they successfully do an encirclement, and let's look at the northern front, which is looking fairly good. The orange team is able to split them, so they'll have to either like ship supplies or go all the way around. Well, if these two like parts want to connect, and they quickly go back and encircle the group and knock them out the game. And also, they like stole. There's like a this was like a major navy base, like all along this coast was a major navy base. So they use that and start. So I'd say green controls. I'd say they control like that. I'd say they control like that much. And so this is like where the battles on the sea are happening. But anyway, they are quickly advancing in the west and are also starting to approach the capital. They are also having major progress in the east and have a successful naval landing down here. And it does quite a few encirclements. And uh like the Byzantine is very weak. So I'm gonna ramp up the like thing a bit. Like make the pixel range bigger. Yeah, makes sense. Well, this encirclement is almost able to connect up, and then they connect up, which which and also to the guy who said that this looks like the Ottoman Empire, well, it won't look so much like the Ottoman Empire after this. No hate. And they are now at Constantinople, which is now under siege. I would say we're maybe in like the medieval times. Like in between the Industrial Revolution and medieval. So like late medieval. That's what I would say. Maybe. That's so like maybe like yeah, like almost the end of the medieval era. Definitely. And yeah, basically hold up. So these parts surrender. Um they're able to actually so they're able to successfully ac- actually they're able to successfully defend like all this, and also they're still holding out over here. But let me just fix this real quick because I don't know what happened. Let me do like a okay, there we go. But yeah, and so it's gonna be like constant battling, so we will come back to that later. But they are going to set sail across the Mediterranean Sea. They're going to sail that way and land in their battle their like ships land on the shores of Crete and swiftly capture the island. Hold on, let me just okay. And then they split up. Some go that way, some go up. And so the warriors go up into the Peloponnesian Peninsula. I know my geography. And I know this is supposed to be water. This is water. Let me let me remind the world that so let's just pretend this is like a valley. So during the invasion, the alley floods. So like just awkward moment and which quickly causes um and which causes it to like kind of make its way to the Mediterranean Sea. I this is my this is like my planet. I can do what I want with it. So anyway, the Warriors continue their advance. Well, they quickly take and also they then take like all of this down here, and they're halted when they arrive there, which they're which there's then a military intervention. And then on Cyprus, no, not that. They quickly like overrun the island, but rip. They're only able to do that, and then it's just a stalemate. So they have peace, and the peace is basically just they just split the valley by that. Okay, I'm back with the peace treaty, and they just split the valley, and that is just kind of like a new Mediterranean Sea empire, like the molten empire. And this is gonna be the first thing that ever happens. These guys are going to move their capital. Like they have been getting reports of soldiers, like more soldiers towards this border, which their capital is very close. So they moved their capital right up to the most second largest city, right there. I wonder. I wonder. Okay. Well, anyway, back in America, um, back in America. Okay, I'm gonna do this part with a like kind of Texan accent because why not? Okay, so back in America, or Southern accent maybe. Okay, well anyway, back in America, we have the American Alliance finally connected, and the anti-America alliance weaker than ever, and they have a meeting in there, DC. Yeah. Okay, well back over here in the new world. Yes, this is the old world. This is the new world. Um hmm we have the green team kind of we have the green team wait, how does that work? Those two colors are not similar at all. Maybe they are. Who cares? Sometimes the most random colors can mix. Like I'm like how's dark gray and that color similar at all? Well, anyway, they send exploration groups and they completely explore the Arab Peninsula. And also these guys send some uh explorers, and they get all the way to down there. Okay, so also these guys are going to expand quite quite a bit, and also expand down here. And yeah, Well, these guys are gonna get in a war. Well, they're the defenders of the war actually. So, they quickly get the two pockets quickly connect and they liberate the river and they um they start and they basically just stop pushing them back. But the green team is not happy about this and um mobilizes their military and quickly starts marching up the river. And they then do an they then do an encirclement, but then they enter like the home territory and you cannot get in home native territory. And there's your answer for why they were losing land. It's because of natives. And during the war, the natives decide it's time to form a civilized nation. And that's what they do. They kind of take that one, that color. Hold up, let's see. Is that, can I use this color? No, that's literally that color. Anyway, that actually kind of looks, yeah, that looks good. Well, they create their own nation and they sign peace. So basically, they get that part of the Nile and they get this part. And the first thing they're gonna do is, of course, like build something and of course, this is they don't know what effects it will have on the system, so they literally block up the river so these guys can't get any more water. But that ends up that ends up flooding the river. So that ends up flooding the river and project their thing breaks and also like expands the river in some areas. I am back and the river has been expanded. And yep. So the river floods and but then it goes back to normal. And they have to pay them reparations, which they don't have enough money, so they basically just collapse and yeah, the green team takes them. Well, pink and blue and the like teal nation all send money to help repair the damages. But anyway, back to this. Back to the So basically after quite a bit they surrender. So I will be right back with drawing the peace treaty. Okay, I am back and this is the peace treaty and these guys also did a last minute just swoop in the meeting and got some land out of it. So, now let's go on to episode 15. Okay, well, episode 15 is going to start off over here in America. So yeah, they know the world is round because the Alaskans. But Mexico is going to give it a shot at colonies. And they bump into some islands. Some new island. Hold up, I need that, and I also need white. So they explore they find the islands, and they also claim them. But some sailors that decide to go even further also found some other islands. And then they went straight from there. I'm trying to stay as straight as possible. Okay, well, they continue on and they bump into that. And then they bump into this shore, which they start exploring. And they're not sure if this is a new continent or not. So, and they know if they go up, eventually they'll find something. So, they claim all that land. And also they decide to just go, like, they decide to go down from that island. They find this. They just kind of follow the chain of islands and eventually find Taiwan and fully explore it. And also they explore a bit more of that. So they claim all these little islands. Oh. And also a bit more there. And then they start going up and they find the Alaskan team. Well, they're enemies. I mean, technically they're enemies, but even though they're on opposite alliances, these guys are these two have the best relations in the world. So these two are like major, like they trade and all that stuff. So Mexico is now officially a colonial, well, technically not a colonial empire, but they have colonies. And Orange says, "We have a bunch of land. Why not also give it a shot?" So from, let's see, from the right there they go. Although, where would that be? Okay, well. They end up in the Philippines. Yep, they didn't find any other island on the way. They just kept going straight and they were like they brought at least like 100 ships and they completely explored the Philippines. They kind of just explore it and say, this is quite a bit of land. Good enough. And that is when they colonized the Philippines. But they say they start questioning if I mean maybe they would have ran into these islands. And they're gonna also just a couple small islands there. Well, they're gonna start questioning. Should we go further? So they bait because they know if they keep going forward eventually, if there is no land, no, they don't know that like the Southeast Asia and India exists. So if they keep going forward, they'll meet the green team, which means no stuff there. It would be funny if I just made like a little path just straight to the green team, so that they think there's nothing there, but then they find it there and just find a straight path. And that'd be well since there are people, I don't want them finding this random zigzag in the ocean. That would be quite weird. Just like but that just like having like a beach, but then just a random black line that goes into the. If they go up, they find Mexico, which those two are not on good terms, so they get kicked off the island. But yeah, anyway, let's see this right here. Alaskan explorers um continue to explore that. And there's also some like of the Finnish, like Finland country, and they completely explore Rusland. And and this team, like, they haven't expanded for a while, and they just full up send explorers to claim the land. And Finland's not very happy about this, and they stop expanding. Let me hold on. Let me draw the borders. They stop expanding there. So yeah, they just started randomly expanding. But also, they moved their capital for the same reason. They just not because that is that these guys are they're just moving their capital because in case they get in a war, like it's not guaranteed, but better safe than never. They decide to build a new city, like a new city. This is because that's some newly acquired land right there. And also, these guys then arrive on this island. They just completely colonize it because they find a new species there. Also, they just they completely take that and find more. They send sailors up from there and also find part of Greenland, and they just set up a little colony around here. And really, actually, America, yes, America, the um the United Provinces of America. Nah, just America. They sent some explorers and they refined this land, which they lost in a previous episode. And yep, that's what happens. So, hmm. But before that, first of all, let me sink that to the bottom of the ocean. If I do that, okay, well, anyway, they then, um, hmm. So from the, orange team, they break free and, actually, no, not there. Hmm. They are right here. Yeah. So they come from Mexico. Mexico, these two, this and Alaska. That's going to be it for today's episode. Well, for today's 2 episodes. So we had some more action over. We had the starting of like colonizing, like the colonization era. Yes. So it is now the end of the medieval era and time for the colonization era. So I'll see you guys in season 2, episode 1. The map will still be the same, but some new features will be added.